Hello everybody, I'm JPS Kohli and I'm the founder of SkillUp Online. Thank you so much for having me on this podcast. Today in this discussion, we are exploring the exciting potential that artificial intelligence has for the future of work. There are so many angles to look at when we talk about this topic. But in being a long-standing contributor to the EdTech sector, I'm particularly excited about the powerful benefits that AI is bringing to online learning. And having recently authored an article on this topic, I want to share some interesting insights with you. Because learners today really have a lot to look forward to. But to understand where we are now in education and what's ahead, we need to understand how we have got here in the first place. And it's fascinating how closely learning has become tied to technology. But it hasn't been that way always. Historically, our education system has developed to make life easier for educators and administrators. Now, without the benefit of computing and the internet, it's no surprise that this happened because this approach brings significant benefits to a system that has to cater to a large number of people. The problem has been that such methodologies were designed to deliver learning through mass education that treats all learners as a single block. It's a one-size-fits-all process that builds knowledge and skills and assesses a learner's progress through the lens of what the educators, that is your teachers, your gurus and instructors, what they believe works best for you. However, in recent years, things have started to change, and educators have found that they have a challenge on their hands. Recent data suggests digital transformation is turning this model on its head, and for the decision of what and how to learn is shifting to the learner. A report published by the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center last year shows that college enrollments have been down year on year for the first time in 4 to 5 years. That's very interesting. While on the flip side, data analysts at Ariston are projecting that the global e-learning market will reach $475 billion by 2027. That's a huge number. So there is definitely a new picture forming. So what's going on? Well, I believe that the powerful combination of the internet and AI has triggered a fundamental shift in both behaviors, which we are well aware of. Now, with social media dominating so much of our decision making and our expectations, we have become used to instant tailored information at our fingertips. So instant gratification is what we seek. In just a handful of years, we've got used to feeling nicely unique as online companies strive to tailor their experiences and what they offer to our personal preferences. This was clearly highlighted in a report written by McKinsey back in 2021, where even then 71% of consumers expected companies to deliver personalized interactions. So there's no surprise when you consider the on-demand entertainment experience provided by Netflix and the tailored recommendations supplied by the likes of Amazon. And the upshot of all this is that this personalized world is now prompting students to question if the traditional classroom system is meeting their individual needs or not. And their gut responses start with a big no. This is not meeting their needs. So Harvard Business Review has recently reported that nearly 20% of American college students feel that their education experience is not providing them with the skills they need, and especially the skills they need to hit the ground running in their first job. And the World Economic Forum has regularly reported on the significant skills gap that is challenging businesses as they battle to find applicants with the job-aligned skills and hands-on experience that they need. So we have several powerful forces combining here. A lack of skills in the market, college leavers keen to gain job-ready skills quickly, and a traditional education setup that is lagging behind. and finally, a growing expectation that personalized online solutions can solve my problem. And with that said, you won't be surprised when I now say that I believe this has brought education to an intersection with the powerful technological advancements offered by data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. So how can the combination of AI and education help businesses plug the crippling skills gap by providing learners with the skills they need, and can they do that quickly? Well, our first step is to leverage the power of machine learning. As educators, we now have mountains of data at our fingertips. Plus, we have scores of apps and systems that can access that information and analyze individual preferences to offer preferred choices in the blink of an eye. It's mind-boggling just how learner-centric the learning process could be. Machine learning algorithms already make it possible to learn aspects of an individual that even they themselves are not consciously aware of. And these algorithms could be used to great effect to customize the whole learning experience. Let's look at an example. Imagine a learner, let's say John. He's taking an online course now, and since he started studying, each of his keystrokes, quiz performances, assessments, watched videos, and hands-on exercises have been captured by a machine learning system. Even over a short period of time, the algorithms have started to build a clear picture of the most effective ways that John learns. These algorithms have spotted, for example, that he learns best when someone walks him through a complex topic. However, they've also seen that he's comfortable learning about fundamental concepts on his own if it's provided in a short video format. He's not so fond of reading. And they've also picked up that he learns best in the evenings between 8 to 10:30 p.m. because his assessment scores have been highest when he completed his learning tasks around those hours. This means that within a few modules, the machine learning system can start to offer a highly personalized learning path for John that will both enhance his learning and speed it up. Now, if you compare that experience to the one you had at school, you can quickly see how such a personalized approach is going to help John build better skills and do that very quickly. And this will allow him to improve his chances of getting a better job or a promotion in the shortest amount of time. And that's just for starters. EdTech will have a lot more to offer in the near future. For example, the phenomenal advances in natural language processing, NLP, are making the possibility of AI instructors a reality now. Though at SkillUp, the human touch will always remain an important aspect of our offerings. Then there is generative AI, which is also exploding with ChatGPT and Bard taking the world by storm. And this may soon facilitate new and totally up-to-date content being accessed and presented automatically in courses through machine learning. I imagine this will probably start with text-based updates being made, but I see no reason why images, video, even music won't follow shortly. Of course, the content will always need to be moderated by a human being, but the process of updating content will be speeded up considerably. Plus, edge computing also deserves a slight amount of mention here, with AI processes managing applications locally as opposed to centrally to reduce latency. And I'm so excited about explainable AI, also called XAI. And with XAI, soon, for example, powerful algorithms will provide descriptions and explanations for why decisions were made in a particular way and explain that scenario. So as you can imagine, this is powerful stuff, and this will have an amazing impact on a learner's ability to skill up and thereby get a job quickly. But to put your feet back down on firm ground again, it does need to be harnessed in a meaningful way. Implementing personalized learning systems powered by AI and machine learning comes with its own challenges. Such learning systems can only succeed if they are underpinned by comprehensive learning systems that analyze individual learner behavior, their preferences, effectiveness, and their performance, and they can then apply that knowledge to produce meaningful recommendations and results. Content components will also need to be structured to attribute individual costs so a learner has the power of choice. Because then a learner will be properly empowered to make informed cost-benefit decisions based on knowing what works for them and how quickly they can build skills in order to get a better job. And none of this is simple to implement. Definitely not at this moment. It's going to take time for these complex systems to learn and adjust as more data and usage builds. However, it is very achievable, and the building blocks for such systems are already in place, with a mix of content available in the form of reading material, videos, interactive media, and the likes. It just needs machine learning to underpin this new approach. So as you can see, there is a lot on the near horizon. The combination of education, AI, data science, and machine learning is going to impact the future of work in an unbelievably positive way. Everyone will learn more skills, they'll learn faster, they'll retain their knowledge for longer, and they'll be able to apply their learning more effectively in their job as they go for work. And the best thing is that all this is highly scalable. So as emerging technologies develop further and the job market changes, large number of learners can upskill and reskill continuously, training on completely up-to-date content so they never get left behind. And that's the power of this approach. Thank you so much for having me on this podcast.